Hello, and welcome to the 17th episode of the Camerata Podcast. This is Andres Marquez here on a beautiful sunny Friday afternoon. And with me today, I've got Norman Ventures, a really cool, would you call it emo? Indie? What would
Yeah,
you call your music?
DIY.
All right, I like that. Yeah, why don't you take it away, Norman Ventures?
All right. Hi, I'm Norman. So I just make like a whole bunch of music that's like really, really sad, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hey, I dig that. I,
Yeah.
I can always dig that. Sad music is my favorite.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so you've come out with a whole bunch of releases within the past year, from what I've seen on Spotify at least. I don't know if you put out different stuff on different platforms.
No, yeah,
Uh,
it's like on all platforms.
cool, cool. Yeah,
Mm.
you've got Prescribed Me with.
I don't know what you're feeling inside, but I know what pain looks like. I can tell you, don't just hide.
Feelings, which is a really. It's a doozy of an acoustic sort of. How would you say album? Yeah, album
Mm.
is the word for an album. And then I've also been really digging Collection of Depression. Which is a more electric sort of DIY garage sounding album.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but you remind me a lot of like the sort of bedroom pop slash indie music that I listened to like starting in college. So I was really drawn to that um, when I started listening to. If you don't mind me asking,
Mm.
what are some of the artistic sort of what do you draw on for inspiration artistically?
Uh, I don't know. It comes like a lot of my stuff comes from like depression and just like yeah, trying to like capture depression and then putting it into music.
And I get that. Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's art of all forms is driven most by emotion. So
Yeah.
I'm super down with that.
Cool.
How long have you been creating?
Uh, probably like a couple years, like 5 years, probably max.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Has it always been music? Because I also see on your Insta you also have some little illustrations. So what else do you feel is within your wheelhouse of artistic creation?
Like I like to draw a lot, so I'll draw like just like random stuff that like I hope people laugh at. So like I have like a duck drawing. It's like a duck character, and I just draw him doing like stupid shit. It's funny.
um, that duck character reminds me. Did you happen to draw the art for one of the? I think it was either Unicorns at Heart or somebody who had released music through Z tapes. I remember
Yeah,
seeing. Yeah, well, who was that for?
that was for Z tapes. It was like a compilation of like different artists, and I did the artwork for that. I had fun
Oh,
making that.
yeah, yeah. I love that little piece. It's really like comic book style kind of art.
Yeah, I love it.
Awesome. Yeah. So I did want to ask. This is something that we tend to come around to on a lot of our podcast episodes, just because it's relevant. You know, how would you say? It's relevant given everything that's been happening over the past year. I wanted to ask if you have any sort of, how would you say, what your best memories of art before COVID were. That's something that we talk about a lot on here. Like if there were any shows that you played or any events that you happened to go to, we just kind of want to, brain fart.
I like
Yeah,
that
but like,
question.
yeah. Do you take it away before I fucking smooth brain myself?
All right. So, like before COVID happened, like shows they were like really really fun. And then like Like right before COVID happened, I played a show with my band, it called the Squealers. And like we played at this like house with a bunch of other bands, like Rocket Nine. Click Cat. I think Brote the musical was there, and then I forget the other bands, but then the Squealers played there, and the show is just like amazing. It was just a bunch of people in like a house. It seems scary now because COVID, but
Yeah.
there was like a bunch of people, and like the energy in that crowd was just amazing, and like it was probably one of my best shows, and like all of us in Squealers just loved it. And then right after that show happened, it was in like January or something or March, then COVID hit and then everything went, terrible.
Yeah, I get you, man. I
Yeah.
didn't know you were in a band though. Would you say the Squealers is kind of like akin to the music you make within your solo project?
No, it's like a totally different vibe. It's like it's just like total like noise band and like screamo.
Oh, sick. Yeah, I can't wait to hear that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, sick. Um, you know, I'm not sure what is ahead in the future for us in LA, us in America.
Hmm.
But it seems like the whole COVID thing is beginning to fucking bottom out, which I really hope it does. But like, I can't place my bets on anything as of now.
Hmm.
Um, but if it does, how do you feel the LA art scene is gonna take it? How do you feel we're going to like? Are we going to be like shooting right into events, or do you think things will be slow to percolate up?
I think things will at first be kind of like slow, but then eventually, hopefully, like things will go back to normal and like there will be just like people like vibing out to like the first crowd. I mean, the first band that plays rather than like the last band that plays. I feel like everybody's just gonna be like, "Wow, yeah!" at every band.
Oh yeah, dude. I feel like I personally have a massive appreciation for all the shows that I got to go to before this whole mess started. Just
Same.
I feel like I'm gonna go to every fucking show I can. I'm gonna be at 3 shows at once. It's gonna be
Yeah.
insane. Um, do you excuse me, not to kind of whiplash into a different topic, but do you have any sort of plans for for well, hopefully when COVID ends soon, but when COVID ends at all, do you have like, oh, I'm going to be playing shows left and right, or I've got, I want to collaborate with more people? Is there a sort of plan of action that you would like to take once, once this thing kind of blows over?
Yeah, I want to play like shows like every day, honestly. Like that's the goal. It's
Oh
just
man, that's the dream.
yeah, for real. And then like collaborations, I'd love to collaborate with like Aiden.
Cause I'm really shaky. Semantic satiation with your name makes me really
Yo Bear. We've collaborated before, but I'd love to do it again.
Oh, sick. What kind of music do they make?
It's like I don't know how to describe it, but it's just like it's amazing, honestly. Like I love everything he puts out.
Well, I'll have to check that out as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of, we kind of have this thing on the cast where we just shout out different people in our creative communities. anybody who we've worked with or is like inspiring us. So
Mm.
if you want to, just like put out some names and we'll blast them on the channel.
All right. First of all, I'd like to shout out Bactus Kids. It's like a hip hop group. And then I'd like to shout out Interesting Hobbies Club.
In the garden with the spiders, I'm one of them and I can't hide it. It's pouring rain, I'm in the flood, I'm sinking deep into the mud. My heavy heart is washed away.
Oh,
They're like gonna be like the best band ever, honestly. Like they're like coming out with like amazing stuff. Texas Pete. Who else? The Squealers, obviously,
hmm
and I think that's it. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I had actually seen Interesting Hobbies Club. They were the first guests, I think the first guests on the Backyard Show.
We're gonna talk about the Claro song.
I don't want to talk about the
Can
Claro
I talk
song.
about the Claro song?
Yeah, okay.
I just have a really big crush on Claro. We were like, let's make a bedroom pop song, right? And I was like, sure, I'm down. And I was like, can we serenade Claro? And the whole song is just about like, it's just like a bunch of Claro song titles as like lyrics. Maybe it'll become like a TikTok famous song, and then Claro will see it, make a TikTok to it, and then it'll be like, who's the vocalist on this? And then, I don't know. I like to fantasize.
Which is this podcast that I just kind of picked up. It just showed up in my Instagram recommended, and I was like, oh, this looks cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, they released a new single recently.
Yeah.
And it's got a really dope little desert music video. I super enjoy.
Yeah, I love
Very
it.
aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna be shouting out a couple people. I want to give props to Gabriel Laredo, who is the I guess you would say the leader or the I don't know. He runs Z Tapes Los Angeles, which
Oh
is
yeah.
a really cool little collective that is an offshoot of the big Z Tapes that's based in Eastern Europe. I think it's Bratislava, where the guy who runs Z Tapes works. But yeah, Z Tapes Los Angeles puts out a whole bunch of compilations on Bandcamp and stuff, and they've been uh, donating a lot of their proceeds from their from their Bandcamp sales to different charities and to different mutual aid groups, and it's all a whole bunch of awesome redistributive stuff that they do. So big shout out to Gabriel. Yeah. Is there any upcoming projects that you have currently, or maybe that you have with the Squealers that you want to shout out that you kind of want to give some props to?
Currently I do not have any like upcoming projects because I just released one like a couple months ago. But like yeah, as far as Squealers goes, like we're trying to record stuff at the moment, but like it's just hard with COVID and stuff. But hopefully once we all get vaccinated, we'll be releasing stuff.
I get that. I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm hoping so as well.
Yeah.
So we're gonna end it a bit early today, just because I had actually originally planned for another guest to be on here, and we were gonna have just say a big old conversation. It was actually gonna be Gabe, but he just kind of dropped out last minute. That's totally okay. In any case, last question before we go. This is a really stupid question that I just thought of 30 seconds ago. If you could have any superpower, but you could only use it when you were really embarrassed, what would it be?
Oh man. Superpower to like explode. Just like explode. Yeah.
Would you only be able to use it once, or do
Yeah,
you
and
like?
yeah.
that's that's. I want to say that's a lame superpower. I would at
Yeah.
least want to be able to explode multiple times,
True,
like
yeah.
just to come back together, so I can explode in another time when I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
But I like that. That's hilarious. All right, thank you, Norman, for being on this show.
No problem, no problem.
Yeah, I'll be posting this probably within a couple weeks because we have a whole bunch of we have a backlog of episodes that I just gotta put out more often, I guess, just so we can catch up. But yeah, this is Norman Ventures, really cool indie emo artist, DIY, as he says. And this is Andres Marquez, your host, and we will catch you on the flip side for another episode in the future.